Want to call to order the June 10th meeting of the West Valley School Board. I'd like to have Stephanie read the call to order, please.
Call to order. Citizens may comment on items appearing on the agenda when invited to participate during that agenda item by the board chair. Citizens may comment on items related to school district business not appearing on this agenda during the public comment portion of the meeting. Citizens, after identifying themselves, will proceed to make comments as briefly as the subject permits. Basic rules of decorum are in effect at all times. The chairperson may interrupt or terminate an individual statement when appropriate, including when statements are out of order, too lengthy, breach personal privacy rights, abusive, obscene, irrelevant, or otherwise improper. The public should realize that this is a trustee business meeting conducted in a public forum.
Thank you. Okay, stand for the pledge of allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
We'll go on to the consent agenda.
Nothing has changed on the district conclusion, obviously, or the obsolete, or the substitute list. The only thing is just the minutes is really what's.
Nothing's changed on that district either.
No,
I'm sure.
and we haven't changed that over to the new year yet.
I went through the minutes of the.
I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. We'll go on to the correspondence. Looks like we have no public comments signed in, so we'll go on to the next section. West Valley Parent Teachers Report. Don't see anybody here. West Valley Teachers Organization Report. See anybody here? Principals report. Teacher comments. Do we have something?
Yeah, I mean, not much. We're just gonna kind of update you a little bit. So,
Thank you.
as an admin team, we're, wrapped up this year and started working on planning for next year. And so we're looking at our back to school PIR days. And, before the school year ended, we had the staff vote on our new theme. And so it's small, actions, big impact is what the staff chose for our theme next year. So we're working on, some ideas of how to incorporate that with staff and with students and all of that, especially at our beginning of the school days. And then during those days too, we're looking at bringing in potentially somebody to talk about differentiation for our special education kids, maybe going over some FERPA policies and just privacy things, just as a reminder. We also are having some of the instructional coaches from School District 5 come out and train some of the kindergarten through second grade teachers on UFly, because that's a new curriculum that we started this year for first grade and second grade, and we're adding kindergarten next year. So just kind of diving deeper into that. So got some fun things going. We also are going to have an open house again the day before school starts. And so we're working on what that's going to look like, planning that, and then getting the word out to parents over the summer so they can prep for that also. We're both also working on like scheduling, class rosters and all of that stuff and getting all of that into Infinite Campus so that it's ready to go and up and running. We'll be looking at our data too for like our Ames Web testing a little bit further, and we kind of briefly looked at it, but for our August board meeting, we'll maybe throw like a presentation together and maybe go over some of those numbers a little more in detail with you guys. So you can kind of see where we ended the year and start the next year. So we're still looking for a football coach and paras. So I think we have still 2 openings for the para positions. So if you know anybody, send them our way. But otherwise, and then we also hired a librarian. So it's very exciting. Alexis Cohen is here, and she's really excited to join us next year, and we're excited to have her. So good things going.
Okay, thank you.
We have one dad that said that if I absolutely can't find anybody, he'll do it.
Oh,
Sounds like you have a football coach.
Yes. Yes. Keep him on the back burner, so there's that. It was progress.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Superintendent's report?
Yeah, just a couple of quick things. The big thing we have going on right now is the RTU units are doing up on the roof. They disconnected everything yesterday and are continuing the process of linking them all up today. The crane will be here tomorrow, so they're prepping for that. And then after that, the June 15th through the 19th, they'll be installing and doing the factory setup, and then the roof process will begin. So the maintenance crew is really doing a great job with keeping everything organized, getting started on projects. I think the last meeting I went through a list of all those projects that we're doing, and so they're in full swing now. It's kind of their busy time. It's funny because all the teachers and kids are gone, but this is when they really work hard. So Marcus has been also going through like each classroom and looking at the plugins and removing those and putting in network cables. He's cleaning up a lot of the wiring from the roof over on the elementary end where it was just kind of a rat's nest up there. So he's done a lot of work and taking that on and cleaning it up for us. And I wanted to mention too that we officially have closed the school wellness policy review. So the last meeting, you approved a couple different policies for us so that we could get that report done. And so Maggie and I got that turned into them and great to go. So huge shout out to the kitchen team and Maggie, because that was a lot of work. We started a few months ago. So we're now officially closed on that and good to go. And then we completed the audit exit meeting, and we had the best rating that we could receive, which is an unqualified audit, which is a kind of a funny name to call something that is a good rating. But so we're excited about that. And I did want to highlight on there that they said that our financial position has improved a lot in the district. And in fact, it's better by about $768,000. So it's a big deal for us, and we're very proud of that. And Maggie and the offices and the admin team has put a lot of work into that. So very excited to hear that. And then you'll see there's an agenda item for the MSPLIP, which is which I can speak to later, but it looks like rates will be flat on that this year. So for budgetary reasons, that's good news for us. Okay. Hey, sorry. That's good.
All right. Okay, we'll go on to the finance, the bills.
With the bills,
Mhm.
could you just give us a quick synopsis? I mean, the big bills, it looks like, are coming
Yes.
due right now. Are those just the tuition to the districts?
Yeah, that's exactly. The reason that it went up quite a bit was because our second half of our tuition that we owed to area schools, that we are the district of residence and our kids went elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is what those are written right in May, and they were sent out. So that increased our output in May by quite a bit. We had a similar jump in December as well.
And that's twice a year, then that's
Yep.
get paid.
Yeah. And then they're all starting to be filtered in here as well. We're receiving them. We were supposed to receive them, and they're starting to filter in. So
Then the platted special education club, that's based upon usage, numbers of kids and
Yeah.
the
it's based
degree
on
of
number
challenges that they have.
Yes.
mhm. Yeah. Mark, just to give you a frame of reference, we are expecting, let's see, we were expecting a total of 97,000 to come in, this year, like non-special ed or non-special school, 97,000. That chose to come to West Valley, and we paid out 80,000.
Okay, so these numbers here going out and then coming in.
Right. And
So
the
there's a
thing
gap.
is that we permissively levy out of our tuition fund.
Yep.
But when we receive the money in, that 97,000 is makes up part of our general fund budget. We put it into the general fund. So they don't come in and out of the same fund. So, and then the preliminary numbers that were given by OPI get reduced by the amount of, tuition that we're expecting. So.
Thanks.
I'll make a motion to approve the bills.
Second.
Is there any further discussion on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Okay, we'll go on to the Human Resources Personnel Activity Report.
Yeah, just
I appreciate.
a couple things on there. We've got the new librarian with us. Hello.
Like that. Thank you for that, being here. Yeah, thanks for having me. Good to have you.
And then classified personnel in Madison. And then we have one resignation, Blair. And then the extra duty stipends are all just rehires for the same role that they did prior.
And Madison was a long-term sub para for Blair.
Blair,
And so
yeah.
she's gonna take over her position.
Oh, okay.
So she's been here since Blair was on maternity leave.
Okay.
So are these all the extra duty stipends or those?
No, just, these are just the ones that are,
New?
no, they're tied to, specific positions in the district. But they're not like. I don't know,
Yeah, they're not new people.
No.
They're just.
they're rehires in that same spot. We just didn't do their contracts until.
Yeah.
The end of the year, so.
And we did the ones for all the other ones prior board meetings,
In
is that
May,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Yes, all the actual certified and everything else, we did that, so,
But these are all positions they had last year.
right, nobody knew on that one.
I'll make a motion to approve the Human Resources and Personnel Activity Report.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion on that? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Okay, the updated.
So, the update of the memorandum of understanding that we passed last month, after the meeting was over and everything passed just beautifully, it was brought to my attention that people need to be paid within 10 days. Not certified, classified people need to be paid within 10 days of the ending of the pay period. And so Shannon, like, we worked through it and it would be impossible for her to pay the classified on the 10th and then turn around and try to do everything again on the 15th for the certified. And so we just went back to the certified, said, hey, would you mind moving it up to the 10th so that we can be within law for everybody? Everybody's still getting paid on the same day as they are now. We're keeping the same calendar pay period. That hasn't changed. It's just, we've gone from the 15th to the 10th. And they were like, yeah, that's fine. They're like, we get paid earlier. They were happy. And so that's all it was, is they just had to re-sign that, and then we just needed to approve it needs to be approved that it's okay to move it up from the 15th to the 10th. That's all.
So they're still getting paid monthly, like.
Exactly. The whole idea was to get them the pay period to follow the calendar month.
Mhm.
That has not changed. It's just the actual day they get paid has changed.
I make a motion to approve the change.
I'll second.
Is there any further discussion on that? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Go on to the, MSPLIP proposal.
MSPLIP, yeah, this is our property and liability insurance company. We have a flat rate. Last year was 66,000, and it'll be 1% of that, within 1% of that either way this year.
So
So the new rate's coming in at 65,000, so it's actually going down by like, was it $800 or something like that? Because we didn't have any accidents. So like they kept the flat rate, but because we had also kept everything, you know, down, we actually are seeing a decrease in the rate. So, 665. I had it in the agenda. Not good at mental math.
I'll make a motion to approve the Montana School Property and Liability Insurance Plan for 26-27.
Second.
Okay, is there any further discussion on that? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Now we'll go on to the facilities tour with the West Valley School Board. So I need to we need to adjourn first with the idea that we're going to adjourn and then go on this facilities tour. So we need a motion to adjourn and go on the facilities tour.
We don't have to come back to adjourn, we're gonna just.
We can adjourn now because
Because there's no real action taking place. We're just going on a tour.
I'll make a motion to adjourn and do the facilities tour with the West Valley Board.
I'll second.
is there any further discussion on that? If so, it's okay with Megan and we can turn the machine on and we'll be good to go. Okay, all those in favor?